We've all been there. That stinging silence after someone interrupts you for the third time. The subtle eye roll when you share an idea. Or that one person who always seems to forget your boundaries. Most people think the answer is to shout louder or fight back. But they're wrong. In fact, there is a specific psychological switch you can flip that makes disrespect impossible for others to maintain. In this video, we're going to dive into the quiet power of respect. Make sure you stay until the very end, because I'm going to share a technique called the mirror of silence. It's the most effective way to handle a toxic person without saying a single word. Let's talk about how to maintain your dignity when the world refuses to give it to you.
First, we have to understand the why. Psychology tells us that human interaction is often a series of boundary tests. Most people don't wake up thinking, I'm going to be a jerk today. Instead, they unconsciously push limits to see where they lie. If you are a naturally kind, quiet, or accommodating person, people might mistake your peace for passivity. There's a concept called social hierarchy testing. If you don't react when someone crosses a small line, their brain marks that behavior as safe. The hard truth? We often teach people how to treat us. If you accept breadcrumbs of respect, that's all they will ever offer. But here's the catch. Demanding respect through anger rarely works. Real respect is commanded, not demanded.
Why do we find it so hard to speak up? For many of us, the fear of conflict is stronger than the desire for respect. We tell ourselves, it's not a big deal, or I don't want to make a scene. But every time you swallow your discomfort to keep the peace, you are starting a war inside yourself. You are telling your subconscious that the other person's ego is more important than your feelings. In the long run, this builds resentment. And resentment is a poison that destroys your mental home. To be a true homebody, you must first be at peace with yourself. And you cannot be at peace if you are constantly being stepped on. One of the most effective tools in your arsenal is the gray rock method. Imagine a gray rock on the ground. It's boring, it's unremarkable, it gives nothing back. Toxic or disrespectful people often feed on your emotional reaction. They want to see you get frustrated or defensive. It gives them a sense of power. When you gray rock someone, you become emotionally non-responsive. You answer with one-word sentences. Okay, I see, maybe. You don't share personal details. You don't defend yourself against their nonsense. Why does this work? Because you are removing the reward. When they realize they can't get a rise out of you, they eventually move on. It's the ultimate move, protecting your energy by simply refusing to engage. There is a quote that says, "You cannot change the people around you, but you can change the people around you." As someone who values their solitude, you understand that your time is a currency. Disrespect is an invitation to leave. Not in a huff, not with a slammed door, but with a quiet realization that this environment is no longer for you. When someone disrespects you, the most powerful thing you can do is remove your presence. Silence is a message. Absence is a boundary. If they don't value your voice, let them experience your silence. You don't owe everyone an explanation. You don't have to stay until the end of the party if the host is making you feel small.
Let's get practical. I want to give you 3 phrases you can use right now. Save these. 1. When someone interrupts you, say, "I wasn't finished with my point. Let me wrap that up. Then I'd love to hear your thoughts." 2. When someone makes a joke at your expense, ask, "I don't get it. Can you explain why that's funny?" Watch how quickly the disrespect crumbles when they have to explain it. 3. When someone ignores a boundary, say, "I'm not comfortable with that. If we're going to continue this, I need us to stay on topic." Notice these aren't aggressive. They are firm. You are simply stating facts. At the end of the day, you cannot control how other people act. Some people are simply committed to misunderstanding you. Your job isn't to fix them. Your job is to protect the version of yourself that lives in your quiet moments. Respect yourself enough to walk away from tables where honor is no longer being served. Because the only person you have to live with every single night in the quiet of your own home is you. Make sure you like that person. If this resonated with you, share your story in the comments. Let's build a community that chooses peace over drama. Thanks for watching, and stay cozy.